Welcome to your English speaking practice. Today's topic is the heart of every journey, talking with local people. You will learn phrases for greetings, small talk and real conversations abroad. The method is simple: listen to each sentence and repeat it out loud. Every sentence sounds twice, so you can copy the rhythm and intonation. Speaking out loud is the only way to build real fluency. Imagine a friendly face and a warm conversation while you repeat. Every phrase you practice today can start a friendship tomorrow. Take a breath, smile, and let's begin. Part 1. A 2. Elementary. I like talking to local people when I travel. I like talking to local people when I travel. A simple hello opens many doors. A simple hello opens many doors. Good morning. Nice weather today, isn't it? Good morning. Nice weather today, isn't it? Excuse me. Could you help me? Excuse me. Could you help me? Where is the nearest bus stop? Where is the nearest bus stop? People here smile a lot and speak slowly for me. People here smile a lot and speak slowly for me. I always learn 5 words in the local language. I always learn 5 words in the local language. Thank you sounds beautiful in every language. Thank you sounds beautiful in every language. My accent is funny, but people understand me. My accent is funny, but people understand me. Could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that? Please. I don't speak fast, and that's okay. I don't speak fast. And that's okay. An old man shows me the way to the sea. An old man shows me the way to the sea. We talk about the weather and football. We talk about the weather and football. The seller at the market gives me a small discount. The seller at the market gives me a small discount. Local people know the best cheap places to eat. Local people know the best cheap places to eat. What is the name of this street? What is the name of this street? Children ask me about my country. Children ask me about my country. I show them photos of my city. I show them photos of my city. My new friend teaches me a local song. My new friend teaches me a local song. We laugh a lot at my pronunciation. We laugh a lot at my pronunciation. Are you from here? Are you from here? This question always starts a good talk. This question always starts a good talk. I am not shy anymore. I am not shy anymore. Every talk makes my English stronger. Every talk makes my English stronger. In the cafe I sit near the window and talk to the owner. In the cafe I sit near the window and talk to the owner. She tells me about her family and her cat. She tells me about her family and her cat. People love to talk about their hometown. People love to talk about their hometown. Do you like talking to strangers on a trip? Do you like talking to strangers on a trip? Small talks make big friendships. Small talks make big friendships. Kind words work in every country. Kind words work in every country. Part 1, completed. Part 2. B1. Intermediate. Last summer I stayed in a small guest house instead of a hotel. Last summer I stayed in a small guest house instead of a hotel. That choice completely changed my whole trip. That choice completely changed my whole trip. The owners treated me like a family guest, not a client. The owners treated me like a family guest, not a client. Over breakfast we discussed everything from recipes to politics. Over breakfast we discussed everything from recipes to politics. My grammar was far from perfect, but nobody cared. My grammar was far from perfect, but nobody cared. People value your effort more than your mistakes. People value your effort more than your mistakes. Have you ever been invited to a stranger's home abroad? Have you ever been invited to a stranger's home abroad? One evening the neighbors invited me to a family dinner. One evening the neighbors invited me to a family dinner. I brought a small gift, sweets from my country. I brought a small gift, sweets from my country. A gift from home is the best conversation starter. A gift from home is the best conversation starter. At the table I mostly listened and asked simple questions. At the table I mostly listened and asked simple questions. What do people here do on weekends? What do people here do on weekends? That question kept the conversation going for an hour. That question kept the conversation going for an hour. Grandmother spoke no English, yet we understood each other perfectly. Grandmother spoke no English, yet we understood each other perfectly. Gestures and smiles are a real international language. Gestures and smiles are a real international language. I learned 3 local jokes and 1 proverb that night. I learned 3 local jokes and 1 proverb that night. Could you teach me how to say this correctly? Could you teach me how to say this correctly? Locals love it when you try their language, even badly. Locals love it when you try their language, even badly. My notebook filled up with useful everyday phrases. My notebook filled up with useful everyday phrases. Don't be afraid of pauses in conversation. Don't be afraid of pauses in conversation. Silence with a smile is better than panic. Silence with a smile is better than panic. The next day the whole street greeted me by name. The next day the whole street greeted me by name. In a big hotel that never happens. In a big hotel that never happens. I asked my hosts about places without tourists. I asked my hosts about places without tourists. Their advice led me to a hidden waterfall and an amazing bakery. Their advice led me to a hidden waterfall and an amazing bakery. Which local person do you remember from your trips? Which local person do you remember from your trips? For me, it is that grandmother with her warm laugh. For me, it is that grandmother with her warm laugh. We still send each other holiday greetings online. We still send each other holiday greetings online. Real travel memories are people, not buildings. Real travel memories are people, not buildings. Talk to locals, they are the soul of every place. Talk to locals, they are the soul of every place. Part 2, completed. Part 3. B2. Upper Intermediate. Small talk has different rules in every culture. And learning them is fascinating. Small talk has different rules in every culture. And learning them is fascinating. In some countries strangers chat easily, in others, reserve is a form of politeness. In some countries strangers chat easily, in others, reserve is a form of politeness. Before a trip I check which topics are safe and which are taboo. Before a trip I check which topics are safe and which are taboo. Religion. Income and politics usually stay off the table with new acquaintances. Religion, income and politics usually stay off the table with new acquaintances. Compliments about food and places, however, work almost everywhere. Compliments about food and places, however, work almost everywhere. Humor is the trickiest thing to translate. Humor is the trickiest thing to translate. My best joke once fell completely flat in another culture. My best joke once fell completely flat in another culture. Since then I let locals joke first and follow their lead. Since then I let locals joke first and follow their lead. What would you ask a local if language were no barrier? What would you ask a local if language were no barrier? My favorite question is about childhood games. It melts any ice. My favorite question is about childhood games. It melts any ice. People light up when they talk about what they truly love. People light up when they talk about what they truly love. Active listening beats perfect vocabulary every single time. Active listening beats perfect vocabulary every single time. I repeat keywords back and nod. Involvement matters more than fluency. I repeat keywords back and nod. Involvement matters more than fluency. Asking for advice flatters people and opens real conversations. Asking for advice flatters people and opens real conversations. Could you recommend something only locals know about? Could you recommend something only locals know about? That phrase has earned me dozens of unforgettable evenings. That phrase has earned me dozens of unforgettable evenings. Have you ever tried a language exchange meeting? Have you ever tried a language exchange meeting? Half the city's interesting people gather there on Thursdays. Half the city's interesting people gather there on Thursdays. Apps translate words. But they don't translate warmth. Apps translate words, but they don't translate warmth. A shared meal says more than 100 translated sentences. A shared meal says more than 100 translated sentences. Respect for local customs turns a foreigner into a welcome guest. Respect for local customs turns a foreigner into a welcome guest. I always learn how to greet elders properly first. I always learn how to greet elders properly first. Small gestures of respect are noticed immediately. Small gestures of respect are noticed immediately. Do locals in your city help lost tourists willingly? Do locals in your city help lost tourists willingly? Being a local for someone else is also a travel skill. Being a local for someone else is also a travel skill. Now I stop and help every confused visitor with a map. Now I stop and help every confused visitor with a map. Conversations abroad taught me more than any textbook ever did. Conversations abroad taught me more than any textbook ever did. Each talk is a free lesson with a native speaker. Each talk is a free lesson with a native speaker. Confidence in a foreign language is built one stranger at a time. Confidence in a foreign language is built one stranger at a time. Say hello first, the world usually answers kindly. Say hello first, the world usually answers kindly. Part 3, completed. Wonderful work, today's practice is complete. Every conversation starts with courage, and you are training it right now. Come back tomorrow and repeat the phrases that felt difficult. This week, try to start one small conversation in English. Do not skip your practice days, regularity builds fluency. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new lesson. See you in the next lesson, and say hello to the world.